guys, it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am back with another layout for the Clique Kits. And this is using the January Rhapsody kits. And I'm kind of using the Traveler's Notebook kit and the main kit together. And so I've grabbed this cut file, and this is from an Etsy shop called Remember Everyday Shop. And so it has all of these hot air balloons. And I pulled out a bunch of papers from the 6x6 paper pad from that Cocoa Vanilla Bohemian Dreams collection. And this, you get half of a paper pad in the Traveler's Notebook kit. And so I'm using all of those papers. And I went ahead on the magic of YouTube and did this off screen. And I cut those apart to fill in the little areas inside those hot air balloons. And so for the bigger balloons, I used a different pattern paper in each strip, and then for the small balloons, I colored each one with its own pattern paper. So rather than doing each section, I just did that entire balloon one color. And the reason I'm using these hot air balloons is because if you look at my daughter's pajamas, the decal on the front and then the design on the pants is all these hot air balloons. And so her and her doll have matching pajamas. So this is from when we went on a vacation to Chicago, and I took her to the American Girl store for the first time. And so she got an American Girl doll, and they got these matching pajamas that are just like the cutest thing ever. And so I wanted to tell the story of how she had worked and worked and worked to earn this trip to the American Girl store to get her first American Girl doll. And I didn't necessarily want everyone to see that story, but I did want it to be included in this layout. So that's where you see I'm creating this little hidden journaling pocket. So I've cut out this 3x4 card that came on one of the cut apart sheets. And this is just, you can use it in pocket scrapbooking, or you can use those cards on regular layouts. And it just says, let your smile change the world, but don't let the world change your smile. And then I grabbed from the Vicky Bowden, one of the ephemera packs that came with this kit, had these little journaling tags. And this one just says, my very favorite. And it allows me to tell that story of taking her to the American Girl store and everything she went through to earn that trip. So I've told all that information on that little journaling card. And then I'm just going to slide it in behind that 3x4 like pocket scrapbooking card. And I have taken the little Dear Lizzie trim and made some little tabs where you can pull that card out if you want to read it. And so I've used those and just attached them with my tiny attacher. And what you see me doing right now is I'm taking a couple pieces of cardstock and I'm lining where I want that card to slide in and out with just a thin piece of cardstock. And what this is going to do is give that journaling tab a home. So when it slides in and out of that area, it doesn't get stuck. Like it has a really smooth, easy time getting in and out of there. And so that's just going to kind of be a guide in the back. So that's something I like to do to make sure that my hidden journaling is easy to pull in and out. And then I'm going to go ahead and take this cut file and I'm going to use some foam adhesive and just add some dimension. So I'm putting pop dots or these dimensional adhesives on each piece of this cut file. And then I'm going to carry that detail over to the bottom of my photo only. So the top of my photo is going to sit on top of the balloons, and then the bottom of my photo needs to have that same height. And so I pulled out the alphabet that came with this kit, which is that bigger gold letter, and it felt a little bit too kind of bold for this layout. So I went back and pulled out this alpha instead, and this is from an older Clique kit, and I believe it's November, but I could be wrong. I'm not absolutely positive which kit this came from. But I've kind of been carrying it over and using it on a few different layouts with this kit as well, because it has a little bit more of a whimsical feel. It's not quite so bold and harsh as the other one. So although I love them both, some of the layouts I've been creating lately just seem like they need a little bit more feminine title. And so the title of this layout is just going to be Twins, because it's her and her American Girl doll that are matching. And then I've taken that little tab detail with that velvet ribbon and I've added it up in the top left corner of the photo so that that element kind of carries from the photo to the journaling. And then I'm going to grab these little gemstones, and these are from Maggie Holmes and they're also part of the kit. and I'm just going to include them in 3 different little places on the layout. So one by my title, one by that little embellishment cluster on the top of my photo, and then one over here with my journaling. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab the roller date stamp that also comes in the kit this month, and I'm just going to take some black ink, and I'm going to add some stamping in 3 different places. So underneath my title Twins, I'm just going to put the best part, and then I'm also going to put, there's one that just has a heart and it says heart this or love this. And that's going to go up on top of where my journaling card is going to slide in and out. So it's just going to add a little detail there. And then the third one I'm going to use says shine on. And I try and get it in above my photo where that other embellishment cluster is, and it's just not working for me. So I kind of play around with where I want this to go. You kind of see me moving the layout all over the place trying to decide. What I end up doing is putting it on the basket of that really big hot air balloon behind my photo. And I really like how that looks, kind of added as a detail there to that balloon. And so the last thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to go through some of the ephemera that came with this kit as well. And this is the ephemera from the Bohemian Dreams collection. And I am going to pull out a little tab that says captured and put it up there above my photo. And then I'm also going to grab 2 pink butterflies. So they're the same butterfly but in 2 different sizes. And I want one on top of my journaling card, and then I want one is going to go in the top left kind of embellishment cluster above my photo. And what you're going to see me do is kind of fold up the wings a little bit, and then I just put my adhesive in the very center. So what that's going to do is allow the wings to come up off the page and just add some additional dimension. And yes, I will lose some of that when I put it in the sheet protector, but it does still create a little bit of dimension because it's been folded and lifted like that. So I'm not going to lose all of that dimension, and I'm okay with that because I really like the detail that it kind of adds to everything that's going on with the layout. And I'm just going to look around and make sure that this is everything that I want on this particular layout. And that's going to do it. So I really enjoyed combining all these pattern papers with this really fun cut file to kind of mimic the pattern in my daughter's pajamas. And I love that I can include some hidden journaling to tell a more personal story, but something that can be a little bit more private, so not everyone in the world will have to read it. And that's going to do it for this layout. So I will be back to see you again soon. Bye!